Hi guys, and welcome back for another video reenactment of one of the scenes from Cars movie. This scene here is going to be about how Lightning ended up getting stranded in Radiator Springs. At the end of the race, Lightning blew two tires because he was too cocky to get his tires changed. So at the very end, he blew two tires and he stuck his tongue out just to get across the finish line, and it was a dead heat. The three of the cars would have a final race in California. So Lightning had to get to California ASAP, as soon as possible. When Lightning told Mac that he had to make it to California without stopping, Mac was there. Geez, boss, I don't know if I can make it or not. I have to rest. And Lightning said, no rest. We have to go. We have to make it there. We have to get to California before anybody else so we can practice. So Lightning told Mac it was time to go. So in he went to the back of the truck for the long drive to California. And then they closed the door. And then off they went down the highway. As it was getting darker out, Mac was getting more tired, and he couldn't help notice that all the other trucks were sleeping at the truck stop. And Mac just had to keep going on going. Mac was so tired, he was weaving all over the road, and his eyes were closing. Next thing you know, DJ, Wingo, Boost, and Snot Rod were out driving around on the highway, and they saw Mac, and his eyes were drooping, and one guy says, I think we got ourselves a nodder. So they started playing with him. They started pushing him back and forth on the side of the road. I'll show you. They were pushing Mac back and forth, causing him to weave back and forth as he went down the highway. Like this. And then DJ got in front of him and started playing some soft music. And Mac was like, oh boy, and he hit some rumble strips on the side of the road, and his truck shook. And inside the truck, you won't believe what happened. What he didn't know inside the truck was that Lightning came out of his locks and moved ahead to the back of the truck, very near the back of the door, which was closed, of course, because he had no way of knowing inside that Lightning was not attached to anything anymore. And then, you wouldn't believe what happened just now. Four cars that were taunting Mac decided to take off in a hurry. And then Boost sneezed, like he went Rrr! And when he sneezed, he really gave Mac a jolt, and Mac's back door opened up. So Mac is driving on the highway, he has no idea that his door is open and Lightning's asleep, and he could follow at any time. Next thing you know, he hits a bump. Lightning slides out the back of the truck and ends up on the highway. Finally, Lightning wakes up. He's in the middle of the road and cars are coming at him from all directions. Doesn't know what to do. And he swerves off the road, get out of the way. And he looks for Mac. Mac, where are you? He looks around all over the place. And Lightning can't see because he has no headlights. All he has is stickers for headlights because race cars don't have lights. Otherwise, if they ever got in an accident, they smash everything up in the road. So Lightning is blind. He's out there going, Mac! And he sees the truck way in the distance. So Lightning starts chasing his truck in the distance. Mac, wait for me, Mac! He can't see him because it's too dark. And this truck here took an exit, went off on another exit. And Lightning followed him into the exit with no lights and as dark as anything. So Lightning's continuing chasing this truck he thinks is Mac down the off-ramp, and there's a set of train tracks. And Lightning's getting closer, but the train is coming too, and the train is blowing his horn. Don't go! So Lightning gets closer, and closer, and closer, and ooh, he just made it past the train track and continues chasing after the truck he thinks is Mac. So Lightning finally catches up with the truck at the stoplight, and he goes, Mac, where are you going? And the truck driver goes, Mac? I'm not Mac. I'm a Peterbilt, you fool. He tears off in the other direction and leaves Lightning sitting there. So it's still really dark, and Lightning doesn't know what to do, so he takes off down the highway on an old narrow road. Doesn't know where he's going. It's pitch dark, and he's lost. And he goes off farther and farther down the highway. And that is how Lightning ends up getting lost in Radiator Springs. So next chapter will probably show what happens when he gets into Radiator Springs in the middle of the night being chased by Sheriff. Thanks for watching, folks.